Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Imperator Invictus Saba, the ongoing Imperator Rome series here on the Lord Master channel. Well, when we left off the last time, we were in the middle of a Arabian rebellion in which we've already defeated one of them, but now there's two more rebellious provinces that we need to put down and bring them back into the kingdom of Saba. And subsequently, we're going to make some more fortune as I have figured it all out of what I got planned. Such as, for the next task to complete, and including our eventual expansion into the rest of Macrobia, whether they be subjects or not. But as of this moment, we have, Kinda as a travel vassal over there, and then the Copian Revolt, or Apocropian. That's our client state, and then soon we'll have another client state in Mundia. We're still improving relations with them in the meantime, which we most certainly will, even though it's on the verge of civil war, but we'll get them in by then, don't you worry. So Mundia will be another client state to have, which means yes, it will still be too many relations by turning Mundia from an alliance to another subject. That's because I am more than ready to, to fight against Ponyo, which would mean that I mean, to be fair, we're already in that rebellion, so we're trying to defeat them. Although they're willing to sue for peace, but I cannot accept a white peace until we have those territories back. We just got this back recently, so we'll appoint a new governor of Arabia. You know what you'll do? Despite the corruption, stick with us and we'll get rid of your corruption and to regain those territories back from you. And also I would have to raise levies from you, just to help us out here. Take Taif back. While meanwhile we're chasing the enemy army down and defeat them as well. So let's not waste any time here. As much as I would like to show the other things, but we got a rebellion to put down. We're gonna need to stop them. Fortunately, their capital doesn't even have a fortress, just this one. So we're gonna go down all the way there. Just take your time, fellas. Also, the wolf has cancer. He is my best man. We'll engage him here. You'll take him out. Okay. Just wondering how this province is doing, despite all the corruption that we gave you. This has been turning into a pretty good city of its own. I mean, it does deserve its own port, but money's going elsewhere at the moment. Such as improving the lands, as well as building aqueducts Again, it needs a population to get up to 25. The easiest thing in the world would be just move a couple of slaves around to this city, but no, let time tick along. Even if it takes a few years. Regarding, you know, migrations. So let's let it be organic. Like, this building a closer for what is? Do have a mine for stones, that's good. Base metals. This doesn't have a mine. No, food is good. Don't you worry. Enclosure that I want to build in there, that's for livestock. Just want to remind you people. This is for wild game or furs. Hunting camps. Logging camps. I know there's wood here. Aha. That's what it needs. But please save the money for something else. Okay, as much as I would like to continue to make improvements here. You got 2 aqueducts that are going up. A couple more molly berries would be nice. You don't have a granary, as we said, it's going to keep on growing, and you're going to need a granary to keep up with that said growth. That'd be ideal. But now, let's finish this damn thing. A senior citizen by the name of Saba has approached our Malik in private this morning. In a hushed voice, he spoke of a vision of the near future, in which he was found by his loved ones having been struck by divine lightning. With shaking hands, he offered all of his worldly goods to the state in return for our protection. Let me think. Supposed to head to there. Now, convince him that all will be well. We have a pretty good income here. Thanks for stability. Got them all. You continue to chase them down. merge the selected units. 12 years old. Want to be a great warrior? Suspicious. Oh, they're getting bad. Does force of retirement mean disinheritance from the line? But keep in mind, we're not agnatic cognatic, which honestly, we should switch to that. Wait, look at your nation's stability. Go to the diplomacy screen, dummy. I think that might be ideal. Magnetic cognatic, so it's cognatic primogeniture. The principle of cognatics is to allow female children of the monarch to succeed in the throne if there is no valid male heirs. This can affect the perceived legitimacy of a dynasty, but will greatly decrease the chances of a failed succession. We had to do that because of circumstance, because I have an heir who isn't as good as he thinks he is. And that one's an even worse option. Yeah, what do you have? Okay, you have infection. You're very loyal. That's all you're known for. Here's what we're gonna do. Go. We'll be right behind you. Ptolemaic kingdoms in revolt. Wait. I mean, yes, that's the Ptolemaic revolt. Eastern Desert. What's going on? You got a Heraclean Pontian Civil War. You're intervening. And there's an Eastern Desert Rebellion against Ptolemaic, and there's a Ptolemaic Civil War. Kush is not taking advantage of them just yet. And what the hell's that entity? This effect, yeah. Did they break off from either Kush or Plemium? Sort of wild megabody tribes to the west and dry hills, and this to the east, which separated from the prosperous sea. There is a value. Root eaters were one of the several tribes known to have resided somewhere between along the Black Nile, along with the Itiri and the Babylani. And Rizafagi could be found on the last bit of fertile land before the onset of cliffs, empty hills, and deserts. Perhaps their roots give them great health and stamina in their conflicts against neighboring tribes. It's a migratory tribe. They are part of the Nilotic culture group. Perhaps you can get an idea where he came from. Aha. Kushan Civil War ends. chase you. Gonna get you. And remember, the Ptolemaic kingdom isn't as strong as they used to be. Well, yeah, I mean, they aren't right now, but right now there's this. I was talking about the Seleucids, which now they're war of the Armenians. Also, barbarians, where? Over here. Can't be bothered. Too committed. Also, give me some dates from Parthia. Yes, I know we ran out of food. But bear with us. We're gonna bring this down, and then we'll get it down and we'll get it all back. One day. You're with us now. Now they pay 90 gold each month. And such. They won't join us in this little rebellion. But I will definitely negate the civil war potential. I'll have to deal with the barbarian issue again. Come on, fall. We'll get him. We'll eliminate them. Barbarians are not going to do anything to that. Got them all. Silver peace. There could be no peace unless we have it all back. Come on. Keep trying. There we go. Increased food capacity. Definitely have a lot more. This needs a forum. Every city should have one. All in that order. It's going to be a metropolis one day. I can know it. Can't fall. Damn thing won't fall. In the meantime, we'll capture this capital. Beeswax, come on. Running out of food here for our armies up here. Losing men because of this attrition. There. Now wait for it. The rest of it. Okay. Now get it all back to us. Reduce the aggressive expansion. Now please, go home all of you. Thank you for all the military experience you've given us. Just rest and recover. They're not going to become a client state anytime soon, and neither will you. But we certainly made that defense league much weaker. Disloyal subject, disloyal subject. It's alright. Speed. Not going anywhere. You know, if I had my druthers, I would build a city there as well. This is a lot of, you know, unimproved land. Here was the family head. A little oil. No. Look again. He'll be wanting to join us. So that's the way to balance things. And we'll deal with them eventually. Because it seems they were allied with Aksum, but they broke up at some point. No, thank you. need is to get more stability up. Of at least 1,000 population. Oh, we're almost there. It'll be relatively easy just to expand. And just expand to these areas. And then you'll be fine. The Prime Farmland has granted veterans of battle a civil recognition of their service to Saba. Sometimes, however, the lure of battles and glory could prove too much for those unaccustomed to the life of menial labor. A recent bad winter has caused those working the fields up and leave, hoping to find better work in our armies, leaving a vast tract of arable land unclaimed. We have reappropriated to the better serve in our flourishing state. Turvy Cloud. Shuba. Ajuman. That will do. Man, you just want everything, do you? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we will reach 1,000 population, which I'm sure most of that growth is due to here. Let me look at it. You got it. Yeah, at the mild winter, that's why the food thing's going down. But it'll go away. Winter's gone. And watch it go up again when it reaches April. See, we could definitely keep up with the growth. Build a few hunting camps. I reward there's one here wild game, the other fur, and that's more food for that. Needs 25. Keep that well in mind. Our income is good. Keep the stability up. Another thing we should look at, innovations, because I figured out something. These 3 innovations we have to get. Especially that it leads to the foundry city building. What is a foundry, you ask? Look. Base resource production of 1. That means we gotta build it in cities that contains incense, spices, and myrrh. Have more of these, then that means more to export and therefore earn us more money. Because I am such a trade-intensive person. Kind of like what I did with the Sogdian series in the past, which the Sogdians were the middlemen of the Silk Road. Well, consider Saba as the middleman of the incense route and the maritime silk trade. This part here, yeah, and mainly there, is all gonna rebel soon. So we'll have to be prepared for it. Move here. So let's get to work on this way. This is for starting experience. And there will be a day that will change the law to get our first legion. Oh hell. I've been told of a major industrial accident at the extensive works in the vicinity of Abyssinia in Punt. Stone is the main export of the city, and it seems the knuckleheads in charge of the site allowed parts of the structural supports to fall into neglect as they try to keep up with the high demand. A huge collapse all but wiped out the working shifts of slaves, and the owners have come groveling to the provincial authorities for compensation to help with the re-establishing production. The slaves themselves are none too happy with the loss of their friends and family, and are naturally cagey about returning to work in such conditions. Without significant repairs, there's no way that production can be maintained at anywhere near the previous levels, and the slaves are bound to cause problems without the show of goodwill. Compensate the owners and ensure decent working conditions. Maybe that'll please some of them. There goes another family head. Now we'll have recruitment standards. And soon we'll have centralized production. Do not want to get this for national slave happiness to be reduced. Probably keep going this way. Taxation policies for the next 5 years. Sounds good to me. More money is to be made. Breakdown in the harbor management of Saksaki owns a holding of lights, is responsible for managing the busy port district, which is vital economic lifeline for the Sabian state. We keep hearing complaints about the corrupt management in charge of the harbor. It seems that he's constantly accepting bribes and allowing pirates to dock in the waters. Something should be done. We really need that. And I guess you want me to do something about it. Not happening. I'll take the bit of corruption. But we can always get rid of corruption slowly. Looks like they want this bit of land. Populations are still slowly but surely migrating. We have 1,000 population, but we need stability. And the army size thing? Look, do the math. 22 plus 11, that's 33. And then you got 37. Not enough. But hire mercenaries of whichever kind, it actually counts. towards the army size. The easier way to increase the army size further is to integrate another culture within Arabia Felix. But which culture to be exact is the question regarding population. There are more Hadrami than there are Maids and Koreans, so I guess that might help, but we got other pressing matters, and also for stability reasons. I think you're better off just save your money and hire 2 mercenary groups and then disband them. We're just basically giving them a payday without having them sent to fight. That's what's gonna happen. Again, most of why is this being rebelled is because of government corruption. While Malau and Gidhes are the main perpetrators, these 2 entities are the main perpetrators for unrest. And so it gave me the idea that we need to colonize it. Like send them a colony to, you know, to the area where barbarians lived, and then I mean, sure, they may not like it, and the provincial said they won't like it, but what you gonna do about it? Alright, who lives up there? What culture is that? Yato. Although I would love to integrate the Macrobian culture, since they are, you know, a little more numerous. Keyword little more. But I need stability. Some of you are wondering, what are you saving up your money for? Well, I'm saving up for Lafakan city. Have population of 20. Permanent effect. It's just I was trying to get this. That's what I'm trying to do. Save up 800 gold and then get an incense around hub. City of Kana. Incense fields of Hadramaut. Ah. And having another city there, and in addition a foundry in future. That'd be a good place. Yes. Okay, we got 7 months. Takara. Gonna miss you. You served us very well. As much as I'd like to send you out to retirement. Look at all this corruption. I would have imposed sanctions or bring it to trial, but you're a dying man. I think you've had your time. Because I do remember seeing someone who would be a suitable replacement
as far as High Marshal's concerned. Even if he's not good at his job. But at least he's merciful. And Freeman will be happy to serve under him. So. And most importantly, he's a Sabian culture. So, happy retirement. Although what we just did is you slowed down the potential rebellion. And wants to give him harsh treatment. Yep, you just definitely gave everybody harsh treatment. Mind if I look at it again? Yeah, he may not like it, because it evokes those feelings, but man is about to die soon, so he can rest in peace. I just had to do what I had to do. But to be honest, change those policies. Keep it with encouraged trade. Just let him rebel. What the hell are we waiting for? At least that bought us a few months. I mean, have we kept that man? By the way, I didn't check your corruption level. You have none at all. That's good. Stick with me. And we'll go far. We want to break an alliance with us, so that's fine, because, you know, we had intentions to, you know, start expanding to that in the future. He was the head of our family. Not to mention the too many alliances bit. I believe that's my youngest, yes. Wants to become a politician. Foolish. I'll leave it to be. Well, meanwhile, I'm about to spend a fortune. Citizens demand more freedoms. We have received a petition from the inhabitants of Saba, that's up there in Hajjamut, that complains about our heavy hand in that region. They're asking, in a somewhat inappropriate tone, for more local freedoms, hoping that things will return to the way they were before we arrived in the region. Release some of the locals from their military obligations. That's all the manpower gives us? Compared to where? I'm sure all that's going to the fortress. Yeah, it's gone back. Okay. Switch the provincial capital to there. For future reference, a city will be built here. Now let us expand the incense route. Strabo could describe Andoiman as the main port of call for maritime commerce between India and Egypt. For the province of Catawba here will be an incense route hub. So this will give more local import routes here, as well as the commerce value here. And now it means if we want to, we can import a lot more than needs to be. Like say, oh, that's just winter, don't worry about that. And we can import wherever the heck we want just for more profits. Particularly more food, knowing that these port cities are going to keep on growing. Although to be realistic, as much as I like putting the city of Adan here, if I remember correctly. Remember, we can't build heavy ships because you don't have the right tradition. But I wouldn't oppose to having a fort level 4 here. But I would rather build foundries. Feelings mutual. Wish it was elsewhere, but not it. Raise levies from Arabia, Felix and Punt. None from Arabia. Go down by road. And you head down this way. Population 20. It's going to slowly increase. Again, I would love to move slaves around, but no, we got to focus on local affairs of these rebellions that we have to take care of before I even think about doing some population management. Get your ships. Move to here because these two ports are going to be inaccessible once we arrive. Here comes rebellion. Goyar is their capital. You have to take Malal first. Client states will be coming to assist us. They rebelled as well. Turn around. Stop. Get rid of them. Darley is the leader. we'll beat him. We got him. This will be taken care of soon. Oh my gosh, that's my son. He's been murdered. Who did this? Might have been him. You guilty son of a beeswax. That's Ragged family. Give it to him, but oh, that's gonna be an issue. There goes our, you know, since you are my your younger brother here. Well, you're more than qualified, but you have no children of your own, and you just got married, so I guess you will have children of your own. Give you time. I'm willing to support this succession for Bashir. He's the heir. This is going to hurt the prestige and legitimacy for this. Oh, great, a lunatic who happens to be charismatic. Oh, this is the Admiral who is near death and has dementia. Last. Neither of these two are fit to speak. Bashir, god dang it, man. He's discovered helping himself to sizable quantity of gold from the National Treasury. It's clearly a serious crime. There's something to be said for sweeping affairs like this under the carpet. Ah, to have you flogged for this. But you've already suffered enough, so I'll say the affair will disappear to show appreciation for his service. Do not answer. Whoa. They have the high ground. guess we'll have to wait for it. Status quo, god dang it. We try to beat him, but that idea isn't going to work. Unless we could scare him off. Yeah, that would be ideal. Just scare them away. Defeat them on middle of the ground instead of having them have the heights. We got him. We just had to make him flinch. Let's go take that capital. They just formed their legion, but that is in vain. One second. We do have enough population capacity to try to make it a metropolis, which it has to reach a population of 80. But of course that would take time. There we go. Now we unlock foundry buildings, but these are to be built later, as we have other pressing matters. There goes the Admiral. I think we may have found something for our kin. Since you're not engaged in enemy pirates or other ships, you'll do. We've got the stability. To get the city's population up. Don't kill them. They're an integrated culture. Let the looting be gentle here. Get over here. Separate piece. You're back in with us. Drops the aggressive expansion. The recent passing of this caused widespread interest among the court and amongst our population at large. Its considerable fortune is of such a magnitude, even after settling the various steps that he owed, that a number of claimants have come forward hoping to secure themselves a windfall. One such claimant on Imago has the support of a number of other wealthy patricians from around our Saba, and is widely considered to be the rightful heir for the fortune. Nevertheless, we must make a decision in the best interest of the state. You have no power base. I say split it equally among claimants, including the state. So we get 100. Because money's going elsewhere when once this is all settled. Get rid of that. Got them all. You're not going anywhere. Keep the stability up. Minor appropriation for more population growth. We got one more innovation. I'm thinking. Ah yes, let's not forget scientific patronage. This unlocks the Sponsored Scholars Authority law with more research points. And in addition we'll get another 2 innovations. Since our sponsored research will even more research points. Yes, that's genius. And knowing that you've been commerce intensive lately, start going down this way. Especially knowing the fact that when you're about to get 4 more innovations by completing one of those tasks, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, especially the export value. That'll be very helpful. Now let's finish this. that's way up there. If I had more of these stability, even higher stability, I would love to change it to that for even more research points. So that way we can get to innovations like these faster, faster, and faster. Need this all back with a tiny bit of aggressive expansion to our name. Get rid of that and this. This span. Hold that thought. Raise the levies from Arabia, and that totals 36 mercenaries. Hold, no, hold. Okay, move 2 slaves. So yes, the inhabitants of Naha are tough and contentious people. Exactly the type of people we want for armies. Let's invest in their settlements so that all of Saba will benefit. It's got a city, it's got a fortress, construction camp, and a population equal to 25. And this will be a permanent effect here, that this will be a military operations center, giving us more local manpower, local fort defense, and starting experience, while reducing the combat width for anybody that fights there. Now was designed to be a city focused on the military from its very conception. The earliest architectural sketches of the palace incorporated a training camp right next to the fortress, a surefire sign that this project would become integral to our recruitment and defense. The warriors from Sana'a will keep our country safe. Now we need Kingdom Rising. This will definitely help us. We need mercenaries. It counts up on the army size. So remember, 36. So we need 14. Size 14. from there. You got it. It's a little bit exploited, but I know. The strength of our military forces at an all-time high. A testament to the hard work that Pre-Islamic has done to bring us to the pinnacle of our powers. So our completion now will gain 4 innovations, 4 free prowess investments, 50 military experience, 100 political influence, and gain a popularity of 25, which he's at the most maximum popularity. We rise again. Saba is currently in a state that was hard to imagine a generation or 2 ago, mostly thanks to the efforts of leaders like Pele that have guided our people through their darkest hour. Our population swells, filling our newly built cities with tradesmen and freemen alike. An impressive army, one that has discovered its strength of old and maintains the peace and stability that our nation is currently enjoying. Thanks to these current conditions, our scholars have been able to work unhindered by political strife, and the libraries and discussion of the halls of Mariaba have become places where scientific discoveries that benefit the entire country. Who can deny that Saba has risen to glory once again? You got it. Now, we'll reform the army. Unless we have a reformed army, one that is suited to fight in the types of wars that we will be waging, we cannot hope to escape the predicament that we are in. So we have 107 military experience currently, so we're above 100. We have 5,000 manpower, which we'll be able to use that. So we'll be spending the military experience and the manpower. As the Kingdom of Decline will no longer reduce discipline. And Saba will gain a reformed Sabian army, giving us plus 5% morale of armies. And loyalty of generals will go up as well. Especially in future whenever we create our first professional army, a legion. Army reform. Though the manpower expenditure and the military know-how required to pull off a total reform of the army was massive, the Sabian people under the leadership of Pre-Islamic have managed to achieve yet another miracle. Now that the Sabian levies have been restructured, with strict military discipline replacing the corruption and lax state of affairs that existed before Pre-Islamic, a nation that stands at the pinnacle of its martial might. Soon, this army shall achieve countless victories against our foes. And lastly, we need to rely on our superior numbers to ensure our safety. Our citizens fight in our levies, guard our city walls, and keep the wheels of our economy spinning. We cannot allow our enemies to be stronger than us, in which we have more population than any of our neighboring entities. So now, upon completion, Kingdom Reformed will replace Kingdom in Decline, which the Kingdom Reformed gives us plus 4% of the integrated culture happiness, and plus 5% monthly of political influence. Kingdom recovered. At long last, the ambitions of Peleg have restored Saba, bringing the nation back from the edge of disaster and letting the proud Sabian people to hold their head up high once more. Not only has Peleg restored our borders to the state that has not been seen in centuries, our internal manners have never been at this level either. Our Sabian culture is entering something of a golden age, all thanks to the efforts of one man, Pre-Islamic, the Malik of the Sabian kingdom. You are too kind. I'm only doing my duty after all. Now look, I could finish this mission right now, but I still want Macrobia. I still want all this. And including there will be a day that I will integrate you in. But you here for keeps, for now. But again, you need to own or have subjects own all of these. which is something that we may have to do in the next episode. Our political influence is almost at the max. Okay, you can disband the mercenaries. We did that just to, you know, we did that. And then subsequently disband the levies. Way to go, people. Now all we have to do is just get our manpower up once again before we even start a war against them. And them too. You're just dealing with that little revolt. So we got 4 more innovations. So state harbor fees for national commerce income. Expanded financial remit for more reduction of monthly wages for characters. Lighthouses, so this would give us a plus 10% of export value, which we make even more fortune by exporting. And then there's the gum trade. Just even more national commerce income. And as we continue eventually down the line, commerce, import value, then there's trade points. And one of those coastal cities that we own gets a world port. We make 17.18 now. And now it's 21. Just the 4 minutes, and then here's the final balance. Good days as a colony. I've been wanting to do that for some time. Actually move that back here. I know these people aren't gonna like it, but I'm doing it because this is the way to get them to assimilate faster. As a reminder, the best way to ensure lasting loyalty in the regions is will always be send those we trust to rule for us. Let us send a number of trusted Sabian men and women to build a new life deep in foreign territory. This ups migration traction and increases the population assimilation speed. And Sabian pops will be sent to found a colony in barbarian territory. Sure, the barbarians are never ever happy with us, and I believe we might as well just send our people over there. Just get rid of the influence. The arrival of Sabian settlers have hardly endeared the local population to us, but the foundation of the colony in this area is without a doubt the best way to exert control here in the long run. Soon even, though local barbarian inhabitants will see how our city will prosper and surpass any previous settlements it may have had in this area before this land was confiscated. This is for the best. We're sending a bunch of our people over there. Even though this territory deserves it more. It's got a forum. It's got a shrine. Because this was a holy site. And also it's got myrrh. Building these foundries will cost you 208 gold each time you do that. You can only build 1 per territory. And this is our best way to make fortune out of this. Let's build 2 cities. One here, and I recall, yes, another down here. That's what we're doing, gentlemen. And we're doing that because one is to, you know, have a city that's next to this port that may come useful to us. And the other is because of Mercana. Just needs a city and some people to move in. And you could stop at that policy of migration here. You could stop that now and switch to encourage trade. Would build one here. And move the provincial capital to Oculus, because that area is the level 2 regional center of trade. Let me look at the trade. Regional trade. Arabia Felix. Here, Saba has 90% of the trade value in Arabia Felix. Now, look at here. Trade value is the measure of the total goods produced and commerce value in the region. If we have 90% of the trade value in the region, they will gain a commerce modifier, which we do. For every region that has over 90%, this modifier will increase in strength. If we have 90% in trade power in 25 or more regions, then Saba will be proclaimed the trade hegemon. Perhaps in the far future, we ought to upgrade Oculus as the level 3 center of trade. You need 500 gold for this. In 2 years' time, this is the benefits it will give us. And I'll be sure to upgrade those two as well. And for Punt, we do have control of this. We don't have that yet, neither is this one. And this area here, that one that we're pointing at, we'll be sure to build a city there. Have a lot of investments planned. And what about resources? Trade goods. We must produce 12 mer to gain a unique trading in MERV modifier. We currently produce 12. Guess we can do that. And incense need 45. Incense need. Oh, don't worry, we'll get the MERV taken care of in future. I would implement this now, but I'm going to need a lot of manpower for this. Especially that we sent some of our population out from Arabian Felix to go to there as part of the line of Punt. 80 now. It's prospering. Stability up. I think we should try this instead, knowing that the Legion's thing will be a little bit of a long-term thing, but I think in short-term we should go for, you know, sponsored scholars. In keeping with our noble scholar traditions, we must provide incentives for foreign scholars to pursue their craft in our nation. So even more research points. I'll take the stability hit, but it'll be worth it. How does that compare to other nations? Military tech 5, 4, 5 over there, 1 more, 4. How about areas like Rome? 4. Carthage, 4. Galatia, you've grown. Well, that to be fair to Federated Tribe. Taking it 4. Macedon 3. Sparta 4. Kush 4. In fact, look up at all the major powers. Chola 3. So, by technicality, we are by far the most advanced nation in the world. In less than 100 years, in 6 episodes I've recorded. That is mind-blowingly impressive to me. And I haven't even built that many libraries to begin with. Might be proved useful to me. Everybody likes the idea of supporting Bashir. I do. I mean, he's basically the most qualified candidate there is. I mean, he's got charisma once he gets rid of Integra. If he ever has a child, if he ever impregnates her, then there's a chance. Get one. I could use extra funds to encourage visitors to stay. Everybody should go to Kataba. Oh, we haven't forgot about that place that's further inland. I'm just looking. Would love to build logging camps so we could have more wood. Especially for shipbuilding reasons, one would think. Oh, the heck, way over there. Guess we'll go take care of that little barbarian problem. Get the cavalry. They'll be there faster than we can. Go. Right on time. These two people are well behaved. Next time we raise those levies, that's gonna be for naval combat. Oh, they have a tech of level 6 as well. They've been catching up. And I swear to God, the future Worgans most likely will be the last time that I'll implement levies from our capital region. Now here comes the two cities. And this was producing fish. Now it produces glass, which is something you do not often see around here. The only other places in Arabia where glass is produced is one's all the way up there, and then the other in Samad. Glass is not very commonly produced. Okay. So you got... Come on now, as a city, and all it needs is people to move in. Again, they're a bunch of good eggs. So, they'll have to move to here. It's the incense fields. So give it time. What else? And I know we had a rebellious province up here. But I think they could be reasoned with. And what does this one need? Arabian map. Same thing, just 20 population and number of goods produced there. And Taf over there will produce more. Go ahead. We have the money and the political influence for it. $72 from here. Especially that they've just had a foundry built here just now. Now a bunch of people will want to come migrate here. Just looking at this now. I don't see why not. Core laws are needed. Go ahead. Line has been seen within a few days in Marieva, suitable for a grand hunt. It would surely be a mighty display of royal grandeur and strength, bringing down such a magnificent animal specimen of the king of the animals. Only the strongest and savviest hunters are able to survive and encounter such an animal. Is any one of them? Well, I'm pretty confident in myself. So, after the animal. I have what it takes, I hope. Victory, my Malik! From tracking the animal down to ending its life, the gods were on our side all the time. The hunt had no accidents, and only a few participants were wounded lightly. It was a great and exhilarating day. It was the right decision. So, yes, some funds will give you money, and the others give you successful, and this gives us the next 5 years popularity gain and monthly military experience up. Oh, I really like that. Again, we're just in a relatively calm period after taking care of those provincial rebellions. And we're focused on improving on our cities and our lands and resources to be exported, to be traded. Issues in remission. Well done. This is why I believe you're the most qualified man for it, but I fear that his reign will be short. But if he has a child, be it regardless if it's a son or daughter, then I wish only for the best. I mean, that sounds ideal. Having a shipyard in Adan, since it's basically, you know, our go-to place whenever we put our ships at port. Not to mention starting ship experience. God, it's more than we bargained for. I mean, look, I can import them and it's going to make me more money, but where the hell am I going to get all this from? I mean, most of it is food, which is just to keep up with the growth, which is always good. Keep it up. That's another thing I ought to do. Dedicate a holy site. It's been depopulated. Damn it, not enough pops. I mean, unless we depopulate those. And this area's been depopulated too. We could start integrating them now if you want to. But I think we ought to do that after, you know, the war against Saba, which will happen in the next episode. While their endless revolt is still ongoing. Which again, we consider this as a main objective. And then we would have to defeat them too. Whenever the rebellion ends, because it seems you haven't been assisting them. Because you two are not allies. Seems the easiest thing in the world would be just to swoop in. I mean, look. They include this coastal part here. Establishing our presence there would be good for us. That's where holdings increase. So I think what we should do is a two-step process. One is to take this part so we can intervene in the war by taking on Matia, by defeating them without their help, and then that would mean we would get you taken out while the main fighting forces will be there and we'll take over, so it'll be very easy. Yes, very easy one. And we do have access, so yeah, we got it. Got a plan. Get me the 2 levies. Ship them both over. First us. You wait there. We're just making our last few moves before we end this episode, in which the next episode will be about controlling all of this. So again, we have reformed. We're no longer declined. That's the great thing about this. So our focus now is to control the entirety of Microbia. Stability up, and then after we take all of this, even though we would also, that means we have to get the depopulated areas under our control too, which would take more time. And then we'll figure out what we'll do with Socotra. Alright, ship us over here. It's what's in our naval range? Outside of our naval range, but we'll be good once we're in port. And then we're gonna go pick you up over here to deal with this mess. And then war will be ongoing there. Strictly transport. Another capital import route and further increase of the national commerce income. And what are we importing? Let me think. Like, what would this give us? That'd be of benefit to us. Yes, hemp. Get it from Carthage. Ship damage done, so our navy will be a little more effective. Even though we got a crappy admiral. If I had to do it, just in favor of the family. A horse breeder has approached our court, wanted to sell us some of his finest breeds. He offered us some horses for our war chariots. They are immune to fear, as the master claims. Alternatively, he has some sturdy horses to help with the farmers in the fields. Seeing as to how beautiful and useful these breeds are, he'll be useful in our employ. We don't have any chariots. We don't use chariots. Farms always need help. That's what it needs. Hold on. God dang it. Yep. Be in position. Now go pick up the others, and we'll end the episode from here. Build a foundry here. Soraka. That's in Catawba. Saraka. Saraka. Here. Okay, didn't see that before. This also needs a city. And population 30. 4 cities in one province? You must be mad. Okay. I can never say no to all this. Something tells me that we're gonna need some well, this is what the trading ports are for. If you're gonna be having issues with the lack of food, import them. I'm getting all misty-eyed. So many cities to build, so many goods to export, more forts to be made. Embarrassment at the feast. Hedwig was already in a bad mood today, irritating having to attend a feast that he couldn't get out of, and was drinking heavily to pass the time when the incident happened. Halfway during the third course, a bumbling servant, a man named Yarub, lost his footing and tripped, dropped an expensive crystal pitcher and shattered to 1,000 pieces. The host, Mudi Azdumani, the blind, rose to his feet, face blood-choked and angry, and demanded that Yarub to be beaten in front of everyone. All eyes are expected to run towards me, who rises instead to his feet. I'll pay it with my own money, which I got plenty of. No need to call us for the scene, I'll pay for the dishes myself. Oh, crap! A storm. This will not delay our agenda. Get on board. Off you go. No need for gold here. Keep the stability up. Because after this conquest, we will form our first legion. Weather be damned, just get through it. Oh, what's going on? The revolt wins again. Not for long, because we're gonna take it for ourselves to establish our presence here. And we'll defeat them. What are the conditions of these ships that took the damage from, the thing? Oh, you're fine. They didn't do too bad to you. So I suggest you get the port over there. Because we want to go pick up the forces from Arabia that might be needed for this as well. As you'll be headed over there, and we'll end the episode on that note. The Horn of Africa will be mine. This used to be Mundia, but I would like to colonize a province, but unfortunately there's almost no population for us to move. So I'm gonna have to integrate both of you during the course of it. So that way, because of this mission of the Macrobian Ventures, that we need to, Because that does include the capital Mundia there. For future reference. Both openings in slots. So we can get a foundry up. It would be easier to build foundries in all 4 of these areas. Yeah, it'll make our job much easier. Of the goods produced, and then move a few slaves over, then you got them. Not to mention the money that goes along with it. So, that's pretty much it for this episode. So, hope you people have enjoyed this momentous episode where we've done everything which we could finish that mission right now, but I still want to control Microbia. That's the Kacha, and then subsequently, you know, make more goods out of them. Make more Microbia trade goods, and then I will consider the mission complete. And then subsequently form Yamnat. This is all going to happen in an episode or 2. So we'll see you in the next one. But until then, so long for now.